Uno mas, thanks. It's showtime.
All right, guys, let's talk about this Mortal Kombat 2 delay, because I gotta be honest, I've got a lot of thoughts on this one. Mortal Kombat 2 is a movie I'm really looking forward to. It was supposed to come out in just a couple of weeks from now, but it's been delayed until May 2026. Now you hear that and you probably think, what's going on here? Is it in trouble? Is it bad? How bad could it be? Is there something behind the scenes we don't know? Well, a new report from Deadline just dropped that gives us a possible explanation, and I actually think this is really, really interesting. Hello everyone, welcome to Digital Charcuterie. My name is James. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, I'm looking forward to Mortal Kombat 2, which is coming out in May 2026. Hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be talking about it as much as I can until then, because I cannot wait for this movie. I love the first Mortal Kombat. I even liked Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation way back in the 90s. I saw those in the theater and I watched them probably too much. Annihilation and Street Fighter, and Super Mario Bros. 3 video game guilty pleasures of mine, and I'm not ashamed to admit it at all. Anyway, here's the deal. According to this Deadline report, the movie is being moved from 2025 to 2026 isn't necessarily about the film being broken or needing a ton of reshoots or anything like that. Instead, it might actually be about Warner Brothers playing the long game, moving the numbers around and trying to balance out their big tentpole releases. Basically, Superman is coming in hot in 2025, and that movie's already been a massive success for the studio. Reportedly, it's pushed WB into the black for the whole year, which means they don't need Mortal Kombat in 2025 to save the day financially. Instead, they're slotting into 2026's accounting year, giving it big tentpole weight. And when you really think about that, that's actually kind of a good sign. That means Warner Brothers thinks Mortal Kombat 2 is going to be big. They don't see it as a throwaway. They see it as something they can build a financial year around. That's crazy, especially when you consider that the first movie, the 2021 one, didn't exactly light the world afire at the box office. I mean, yeah, COVID definitely hurt it, but still $84 million worldwide on a $55 million budget is not huge by Hollywood standards. And yet, here they are, treating the sequel like it could be a legit blockbuster. I gotta also point out that the numbers on streaming on HBO Max in 2021 for Mortal Kombat 1 were phenomenal. 4.3 million households watching in the first 7 days. The film also set an HBO record with 5.5 million US households viewing it within the first 17 days, and it was the most watched show streaming for Warner Brothers, released simultaneously in theaters and on streaming services during the pandemic. That says a lot. And the trailer says even more because it looks fantastic. Now let me just pause here and talk about why I personally care so much about this franchise. Dude, I love Mortal Kombat. I mean, I grew up on the first Mortal Kombat game on Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, okay? The arcade vibe, the sound of Finish Him echoing through your head, the blood, the gore, it was a revolution in gaming. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of those 90 movies too. I don't care what anybody says, the first movie still slaps. The soundtrack is legendary, the fights are cheesy but fun, it's campy in all the best ways, and look, I'm not afraid to admit it. Even Annihilation. I know. Everybody dunks on that movie, but you know what? I've got a soft spot for it. It's ridiculous, it's messy, it's part of Mortal Kombat history, and I love it for what it is. So when I say I want this new era of Mortal Kombat movies to succeed, I really, truly mean that. So let's get back to Mortal Kombat 2. This movie is stacking the cast. Karl Urban as Johnny Cage, that's inspired. You've got Ludi Lin back as Liu Kang, Jessica McNamee, Joe Taslim, Hiroyuki Sanada, and Tati Gabrielle. And then, of course, Martin Ford coming in as Shao Khan. That's awesome. Shao Khan is one of the most iconic villains in all of Mortal Kombat lore. This movie is basically setting up the dream matchups that we've always wanted to see on the big screen. And if they actually deliver, we could be looking at the movie that finally realizes the full potential of Mortal Kombat as a cinematic franchise. And that's the thing that I'm looking forward to the most. Because video game movies for the longest time were kind of a joke, right? Like, you just assumed you heard video game adaptation, it was going to be bad. But now we're in this new era where they're actually working. You've got the Super Mario Brothers movie blowing up, $1 billion, Five Nights at Freddy making crazy money. They got a sequel coming, The Last of Us dominating on HBO. Even a Minecraft movie made $1 billion. The stigma is starting to fade. So if Mortal Kombat 2 can really be good, if it can not only satisfy the hardcore fans, but also bring in casual audiences, we're talking about a franchise that could finally take off in the way we've wanted since the 90s. Now, I know some people don't think it's going to be great and are concerned about the delays. But yeah, because delays can mean bad stuff sometimes. It can mean reshoots, it can mean creative issues, or that the studio just doesn't believe in the project. But in this case, I don't think that's what's happening. From everything I'm seeing, this delay is about strategy, it's about positioning. Warner Bros. Wants Mortal Kombat 2 to be one of their big movies, not just something they dump into a crowded schedule. And honestly, I like that energy. That makes me more confident, not less. And hey, let's just imagine for a second if Mortal Kombat 2 lands, if it really connects, then we're getting Mortal Kombat 3. That's not even a question. And think about where they could go with that. You've got Outworld, you've got the crazy lore, you've got so many characters still waiting to be introduced. This could be the start of a whole cinematic universe for Mortal Kombat. And as a lifelong fan, the idea gets me freaking hyped. And let's talk about the plot for a second, because this is where things really start to click. The 2021 movie kind of served as a prelude, right? It was more about introducing the world, setting up the idea of Earthrealm's champions, and teasing what's to come. That's why some people walked away feeling like it was incomplete, because we didn't actually get the Mortal Kombat tournament. But now, with Mortal Kombat 2, that's exactly what we're heading toward. You've got Johnny Cage entering the mix, you've got Shao Khan stepping in as a big bad, and all of this building toward the massive showdown fans have been waiting for since the credits rolled on that first movie. This is what a sequel should do: raise the stakes, expand the lore, and pay off the setup from before. And the cool thing is, this approach means Mortal Kombat 2 isn't just a redo of the first movie. It's not going to feel like a reset button. It's a continuation that rewards fans who stuck with the 2021 film. And honestly, when you think about where this sequel can go, it's kind of wild. The first movie gave us Sub-Zero, the primary antagonist, but now with Shao Kahn stepping into the picture, you're talking about one of the most iconic villains in all of gaming. This is the guy who's been terrorizing Earthrealm across generations of the games. The dude whose presence alone makes the stakes feel huge. Pair that with the introduction of Johnny Cage, you've got this perfect mix of humor, bravado, and all-out chaos entering the story. Cage isn't just comic relief, he's the kind of character who can make the movie feel bigger, who brings in that Hollywood energy, while still being a fighter you don't want to underestimate. That balance could be exactly what the first film was missing. And here's the thing I love. Mortal Kombat 2 has a chance to finally embrace the tournament structure that makes the game so legendary. Imagine the build-up to those one-on-one fights, each one being more brutal and creative than the last. If they lean into the spirit of the games, the rivalries, the fatalities, the sheer insanity of it all, this could be a movie that not only pleases the fans, but also shocks general audiences with how fun and over-the-top it is. Because that's the essence of Mortal Kombat. It's violent, it's stylish, it's ridiculous, but it's also endlessly entertaining. If the filmmakers capture that, then we're looking at a sequel that not only outshines its predecessor, but also sets the stage for a full-blown Mortal Kombat trilogy.
Get over here!
At the end of the day, yeah, I'm kind of bummed that it's not coming out in a couple of weeks, but I think this is actually good news. It shows Warner Brothers has confidence, it shows they're willing to give this movie the space it needs to shine, and as somebody who's been a fan since the first game, way back, I was in grade 6. As somebody who loved the 90s movie, even the wild mess that was Annihilation, I am rooting so hard for Mortal Kombat 2 to succeed. This could be the moment where Mortal Kombat finally gets the respect it deserves in Hollywood, damn it! But I want to know what you guys think. You're looking forward to Mortal Kombat 2. What do you make of this delay? It's a massive delay, and it kind of sucks. I was looking forward to seeing it in just a few short weeks, but now I got a few short months. I gotta get through winter. Gotta get through winter first. It's gonna be a long wait, but I can't wait. The trailer looked phenomenal. We'll get to see probably more as it goes on. We'll probably see the whole movie before it comes out at this point. Hopefully not too many though. I don't want to be spoiled. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate your time. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and until next time, may you be the master of your own universe.